2024 cannot seem to leave my brain alone. How is this happening? Such athleticism, though. I give him props for that. And we haven't even clocked 7 days of 2024 in the courthouse. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and share.
I was trying to do the right things, even if it's hard. I did the best I could. I have mental problems.
Thank you.
I think the court can trust that he is going to perform well on probation. I think he's worth this risk. The court wants to be 19 to 48 as suggested by the DA. I would have no issue with that, but to suspend it rather than just sending him to prison for any length of time. I think it makes more sense given the circumstances and his ability to do probation successfully that he's given this opportunity.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court.
You're good, stop. Don't do this. Hey, where's Mary Kate? Is she okay?
The first thing that I want to know is, how did this even get released? How is this out there? It's a funny world we live in, you know? Now, to go further into the details of what's going on here, the name of this judge goes by the name Mary Kay Holthus. She's a judge in Las Vegas. Now, in all seriousness, there are a lot of people laughing at this issue, making clips on TikTok. It's going around and people are just making vines and memes. Now, for me, I do hope that she is okay. She is an elderly woman, and of her age, she can't be thrown around like that. I do hope that she's okay, because to her and her family members and her friends, this is not a funny situation. But it seems like she'll be okay from what I've read and what I've known about. She'll be okay and she'll be ready to get back to work as soon as possible. I don't know who this guy is. Actually, I do know his name, but I'm not going to say his name because it's just crazy at this point. How do you even process to do something like this? I'm telling you, a lot of people are not well. A lot of people are losing their goddamn mind. It is so annoying when people try to use mental illness as a way to excuse bad behavior. Terrible behavior should still be punished. I don't understand the world that we live in. Anytime somebody does something wrong, somebody wants to say they're doing better, they're suffering from mental illness. What kind of mental illness? Because you can't even really measure mental illness. It's in your brain. We cannot see your brain.
Pronounce sentence.
So basically, I would like to tell the courts, everyone here, like, based on my criminal history, like, I feel that, like, I shouldn't be, like, sent to prison for a second time.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history?
I actually just, I looked at it.
I mean, you lived it, I
I
suppose.
just looked at it, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
3 felonies, a gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple DVs. Got a lot going on, sir.
yeah, I just figured, like,
Battery on a protected person, robberies, attempt home invasion. Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just.
I just figure like I'm in a better place in my mind, in my mental health. I have a support system. I just got hired as a teamster for, the union, making $20 an hour. And like the reason behind every single domestic violence, I've been dealing with mental health, and I didn't know that I was dealing with mental health. And they put me in mental health court, and I still didn't know that I had a mental health problem until it was August 2022 when I realized I have a problem with this. And like having a dictionary and like understanding myself, getting to know myself a little better, and applying it to my personality, and having an epiphany at that moment, in those instances, and just like trying to learn from my mistakes, And I feel like I shouldn't be sent to prison, but if it's appropriate for you, then you have to do what you have to do. But I figure that, if I'm in a better place in my life, I'm not doing drugs, I'm not out there committing crime, and I feel like I should be given a shot because I'm in a better place than I was then, but that's.
And I understand if this is like a first time case or a first time crime or a first time battery. I can understand that, to be excused. But when you have a whole history, when do we take your whole history into account? Because it's probably not going to stop unless some other form of action or consequence or punishment is taken upon your ass. And unfortunately, mental health is a very serious issue. It is very serious. But how far can it be used to protect oneself from punishment, especially when they keep on doing the same thing every single day? I'm trying not to even laugh about this whole thing, but this is this is back to my serious mode, you know? For someone that claims to be getting better and doing the right steps to make him a better person every day, look exactly what he does when he doesn't get the outcome that he wants. This man jumped over, I don't even know what that stuff is called, jumped over the whole table to attack a woman that had nothing to do with you. The only reason why you're talking to her is because of the crimes that you have been committing. If you were a good person, you probably would never be in a case where you have to see a judge. And it's unfortunate that this man is black. Why is black people embarrassing us like this? This is not a representative of mental illness. I will not take this and generalize people in use and say that everybody uses mental illness to get rid of their punishment that is due to them. Because mental illness is actually a serious issue. But how do we balance illness and action? How do we know the right steps to take when it comes to treating somebody? Because some people, therapy is not going to help them. It's punishments that will help them. By the time they get punished seriously, their brain will rearrange itself. Or it can be a scenario where both things need to be applied. Therapy and punishment for your actions. And maybe, if it is a serious issue of mental illness, because I'm not going to say that this dude may not be mentally ill. He may be mentally ill. But then I can also say that there are people that are just flat out crazy in this world. And both can be true. Right? Both can be very much true. So, we need to be in a society where we can balance both. Sometimes we also need to be in a society where we stop trying to pity everyone and just take them for the people that they show themselves to be, which is by their actions that they display on an everyday basis. We need to figure it out. I hope everybody's fine. Happy New Year once again, right? But 2024 is looking like a very interesting year. But at the end of the day, we are figuring it out. And I hope that we do as soon as possible. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and share.